This collective has like old world beauty. Like something about your beauty feels like vintage. It feels romantic. For some of you, it feels like you were literally, plucked out of the frickin', 60s, the 20s. And here you are, like if you were to dress up in certain time eras, you would actually look like that's where you belonged. Like it's just kind of giving you don't look like you belong in the 2000s, like especially in this society where we have like Instagram face and a lot of like the plastic surgery kind of looks the same. Like your beauty just feels, yeah, very vintage. It feels very real. It feels like a classic beauty almost. And some of you guys could be drawn to, earlier styles. Like you might get all your clothes thrifted. You might not dress like people of, this time typically dress, or you're just maybe like drawn to older stuff. It's like something about you just feels old school. It feels like you're just not in this day and age. And that could also just be old soul kind of vibe. Like some of you might not, you know, watch much TV. You could, not really scroll much. You might not have social media. For some of you, it feels like again, you feel like you were born in the wrong era, it feels like you don't belong here in a sense. And I'm getting that also can be tied to like some sort of karmic energy here, like you're still stuck in like a past life kind of vibe. It's actually really interesting. It's really interesting. I actually feel that way about my husband. Like he doesn't even have social media, it's like you guys belong in a different era, a different time. And yeah, it's coming through as like the most attractive thing about you because you don't look like other people in this area. You don't subscribe to trends, you're not dressing like everyone else, you're not looking like everyone else. You just feel like very much in your own world and kind of, I guess, on your own sort of path, like, and that makes you a trendsetter in some sense also, because it's like, whoa, they just have this very like developed style, or they just don't look ordinary. They don't look like the average person you see in 2026, where everyone kind of looks the same, it feels like there's just something very unique about you, but also it feels classic, it feels like we've seen you before, so there's like this deep sense of nostalgia attached to this collective. You may literally feel like nostalgia is a very strong emotion you deal with all the time, like there's a lot of sentimental value in things for you, and it's like almost hard for you to, yeah, like let things go at times. It's almost like you're kind of battling to stay in the present moment at times, and not in like a negative sense. It's more so just coming through as like you really being a romantic, and not a romantic in the sense of like love. I just mean like the way that you romanticize things and people and objects and, different eras of your life. There's just like this deep appreciation for every phase that you've gone through and like an honoring of the past, I guess. But yeah, it's like your beauty is just super unique. Your whole energy is very, very unique, and it feels like very old soul kind of energy. And it's interesting because I feel like you are, I don't know, you have this like hippie like emotional energy, like you're very peace and love, but the way that you present is a bit standoffish. So it's like almost kind of hard to read you because I can see that like you're actually a lot more emotionally open than you may be generally perceived as, but you kind of have this like stoic observer, like just old soul kind of energy. I don't know. I'm super fascinated by this collective because I just, this is the first time I've seen an energy like this in the collective that I read for. So drop a picture because I want to see what you look like. If you're resonating with this, like let me see, because I honestly think too, like if you took off, if you wear makeup, you know, and your makeup style is like very 2026, if you take it off, like you would look like like I don't know, like you belong in a different time era. I don't know. You guys are cool.